Alright guys, welcome back to another Evil GT video. I am Ben. Lee's probably playing COD, maybe at home, something like that, I don't know. Lee's not here today. Today I've got some bad news. So I've got to be honest, usually when you come to Ultimate Customs, it's dead exciting. You're getting your car wrapped, or you're having satin PPF, or you're having some carbon parts put on it. So last night I was watching telly with the missus, you know, as you do. Sunday evening it was, it's Monday today, and I got a knock at the door, and there was a chap there with his missus, and he said, that green car down the road, is that yours? I said, yeah, it is, mate. Why, what's up? Expecting him to just ask me to move it or something, it might be in the way. I'm really sorry, he says, but I bumped it in my motorhome. So my reply was, you're joking. No, I'm not joking, he says. And here's the damage. So he's got my bumper, my arch, and my new wheels. Now on the face of it, these don't feel too bad, like there's any massive gouge. Now this here doesn't feel like it's gone through the PPF, which means we don't need to paint the car. So the PPF that got put on this, yes, it's expensive, but that saved me bumper getting painted. Now you guys might be like, well, the price it costs to actually get a bumper painted as opposed to putting PPF on it, it's probably cheaper to paint the bumper anyway. Who really wants a painted bumper on the brand new car? And we all know what a nightmare it was to try and get the 3-stage pearl matched on Lee's GTR. So chances are I'd end up with about 14 different shades of green on it. Another thing I do also want to say is thank you very much. I won't mention his name obviously, but thank you very much to the chap who bumped into my car. Not thank you for bumping into it, but thank you for actually knocking on my door and saying, listen mate, is this car yours? I've done this. Most people would have just pissed off and left it. There are still some good people out there. Thanks very much. So that's obviously not great news, but thankfully the PPF has saved me paint by the looks of it. We're just going to have to go to RADA International in Manchester and see what Ryan says about the wheels. But in better news, I've just got this. Right, so getting away from the bad news now, we've got a bit of good news. And TECHWIZARD, thank you very much for sending me this MMB box for my car. What a bit of kit, it's brilliant. There are loads of cool features on this box. Things like YouTube, Netflix, Google Maps, obviously your Apple CarPlay. You've got things like Google Chrome web browser, IPTV, Disney Plus, Hulu. You've got all of these apps, these amazing apps on this box that you can all get from the MMI here right in front of you. There's only one thing to try out first, and that's get on YouTube. Let's search for the one and only, if I can spell. Sorry for the flickering screen. So let's have a little look at this. And there's Lee being an absolute yobbo. That's enough of that. A quick reminder though, the C63 is up for raffle. Tickets are £4.99. There's less than 1,000 tickets left, and the raffle ends tonight, 10 PM. Go and get yours quick. So by using our link in the description, you'll get £55 off this box straight away. And if you use the code EvilGT10, there's a further £10 off. You just need Apple CarPlay on your car for it to be compatible. At the moment, the box isn't compatible for BMWs, but there is a box coming for a BMW if you do have one. For the first 100 orders, we're giving away a free air mouse. It's great if you want to use the box on your TV or if the screen in your car isn't touchscreen. In addition to all that, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee, plus a full 1-year warranty, and even next-day delivery. What more could you ask for? So Mr. Ultimate Customs, Matthew here. They call him Harry Potter.
I've changed my glasses now, so they can't say that anymore, and that's just because people keep commenting on the videos. Only kidding.
So yeah, you've had a little wipe at this, but there's bits that have come off, but obviously not all of it. That's a little bit too deep in there. It's scuffed. It's scuffed the PPF, but not my paint. Most importantly,
I don't think this will have damaged the paint at all. And the beauty of that is you only need to redo that section and this section.
Yeah.
If you didn't have it PPF'd, it's damaged the paint. Yeah. And then you're gonna have to get non-OE paint on it, and you know, resprays are never the best. It's gonna do a good job at what it's
definitely right. And can I get a price then on how much for the back bumper and then how much for this rear quarter, please, mate, if you don't mind?
I think that's definitely something we're gonna have to go and have a look on the computer upstairs.
Sharpen your pencil, thanks, mate.
Definitely.
Now, the frustrating thing when it comes to the rear quarters on cars is that usually this, particularly if you're doing PPF, it's all one piece that goes right the way over to the A-pillar, and that is just an awkward size and shape of PPF. So although it's literally down in the corner where the damage is in the PPF, it actually needs to be a much bigger part, which is a shame, and obviously it makes it more expensive. As for the rear bumper, it's obviously this whole piece here, the bit underneath, the bit over the top. The only bit that's separate that I did is that won't have to be replaced. So Max just sent me the quote, and XBEL do not play games. I mean, obviously this does include labour to actually get that panel off and that panel off as well. They've got a prep underneath it again in case there's any glue and stuff like that. So there's probably a full day plus the material, but yeah, they're not messing about with that. Jeez. Plus obviously the wheel needs refurbing and that's more cost, but I'm hoping that Ryan at RADA will do us a solid favour so that for the chap who did unfortunately bump my car, that's not going to add to the cost because it's already quite a big expense. So there we go, I've had the invoice from Matt, 1,160 something quid, something like that all in. That includes removing the current PPF, the damaged PPF and putting new on. I've spoken to Ryan at RADA International, I FaceTimed him, he's seen the wheel, he said £100 plus VAT to refurbish the wheel, he said it should be fine to refurb, it's not going to need anything extensive, which is good, thank goodness. But altogether this bill for the poor chap's 1,300 quid. Hey, right, get this. So the accident on my car happened on Sunday. It's now Tuesday morning and their insurance has already paid out. It's already been approved, done. They've had the quote, they've had the pictures and they paid out. How good is that? So now all that's left to do is get the car to Ultimate Customs so that they can strip the knackered PPF off it and put the new on. So we're back at Ultimate Customs and because my car's going to be here now until about Friday getting the PPF done, Mark at Awesome GTI, who now obviously own Ultimate Customs, has very kindly said, mate, because you're my bestest friend, I'll lend you the RS6 until your RS3 is done. Thanks, mate. Which is more than I can say to this guy because as Mark has lent me his RS6 because my RS3's in here, Matt went and got a Mackey's and didn't think to get me involved. Thanks, mate.
I did ask, but you didn't want anything.
Right, so talk me through it.
So, steaming the PPF, because it's a porous film.
It's porous, you said?
It's porous.
It's a big work for you, that, so
Thank you very much. Yeah, steaming it, heating it, comes off a lot easier.
Makes it a bit more pliable, a bit more stretchy if you get it off.
Yeah, definitely. And then get the heat.
Damage, you can see where the PPF is damaged just here, but then just in there. How's it looking? How's my paint looking? Alright?
Decent. Nothing there, is there?
Good. So the PPF, do you know, you don't actually appreciate how thick this is until you can sort of get it to this point. It is super thick, so I'm really pleased that it's not damaged the paint underneath. Happy days. And this is where the main bit of damage was. Look at that. Perfect. So that paint there on my bumper is literally like a brand new. So the PPF has definitely done its job. I can't tell you how happy I am that it doesn't need painting. I'm really, really happy. And a lot of you guys will probably say, you know, it'd be cheaper to paint it if it was damaged, and I completely appreciate that, because PPF is not cheap. It is very, very expensive, but I'd rather my car not need painting in a body shop. I'd rather it not need that. I don't know what you guys think. Yeah, I'm well happy with that. There's not a mark on the bodywork, thank goodness. So we've got the wheel off now. I'm going to get this over to Ryan at RADA. Hopefully he can squeeze it in and get it boxed off so we can get it back on the car ASAP. There you go, mate.
No problem.
Thanks very much.
Leave it with us.
A couple of days.
Yeah.
One day.
A day and a half.
So there we go, back to Ultimate Customs now. Wheels dropped off at RADA. They're going to refurbish it. And yeah, let's go and see how this PPF's getting on. So hopefully, whilst I've been grafting, going all around the northwest of England, dropping wheels off, these lot have been cracking on with my car. See, we're coming towards the end of the PPF installation. The wheel is with RADA. I'm going to go and pick that up tomorrow. This should hopefully be finished off tomorrow. We've got to leave it to dry overnight and then I can pick it up on Friday. So that is damaged and fixed and paid for all in less than a week. So there we go, wheel, perfect, look at that. The guys here, because they're professionals, have even used black weights, not shitty silver ones. Bang on, thank you very much, Ryan, much appreciated.
No problem whatsoever.
Cheers mate, I'll see you later. So there we go, wheel in the boot, ready to go back to Ultimate Customs. Fingers crossed the PPF is nearly finished. They're going to need it till tomorrow anyway for the PPF to all dry out, but we'll get the wheel fitted and the car's nearly done. Thank God for that. There we go, wheels are back, PPF is on the front, this is where the damage was, you can see it's absolutely perfect now. PPF on the bumper, because that panel went right the way around the back, job done. So, are you putting the wheel on for us, mate?
Absolutely not.
That's the kind of service that you get here at Ultimate Customs, so thank you very much, Toe, much appreciated, mate. Wheels on, PPF's finished, got to wait for it to dry, pick it up tomorrow morning, see you then. Accident happened on Sunday, it's now Friday, so within 5 days my car has been inspected, stripped, PPF replaced, wheel repaired, payment from the insurance company, all done and dusted, no messing about. That's phenomenal, isn't it? 5 days. Usually it takes months, weeks, just takes forever. So yeah, I'm being rushed in because Lee Heap, who's the guy with the black Turbo S on the road trip, if you remember him, he's now bought a green Huracan Spider and he's having the 2 front wings PPF because they've been replaced by Lamborghini and they won't PPF them. But look at that. Verdi Mantis said, not in an Italian accent, that's absolutely stunning, isn't it? Hiya mate! Why? What's up with you?
I don't want to be on camera.
Why?
Because I'm not in the video.
No, it doesn't matter. People like seeing your beautiful face, mate.
I don't want to see anyone.
So as we can see, that there is where the damage was, not a mark. I have broken this, but that's from where my tyre was, not this tyre, but my other tyre was catching it. So my wheel, perfectly refurbed, that's all done. All within 5 days. That's nuts, that, I think. For the insurance to pay, and I have just checked my bank, they have paid me. So that means I do owe Matt some money, so I'm going to wait last minute, wind him up. I've just said, you know, I don't fancy paying it really, but yeah, anyway, if you've enjoyed the video, please do consider subscribing and liking the video. It does help a lot. We'll try and get Lee in the next one because he just sort of turns up when he wants, like when he's got nothing else better to do. This is Ultimate Customs. Thank you very much to Ryder for sorting my wheel out. Thank you very much to the chap at RSA. He does watch this channel. The other chaps, the guy who bumped into my car, his insurance company called me, and that guy watches the channel. So thank you very much for turning things around so fast. Very much appreciated. And we'll catch you on the next one. Cheers, guys.